Yo, fellas, if y'all want to see me wife a girl that looks like this, or even this, tap in with my Instagram, man. My goal is 10K followers. If y'all active, I will follow back. Come on, y'all. I know we could do it, but hey, here go the vid.
The Heisman Trophy is a prestigious college football award, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be an NFL superstar. So you have to dive into the tape, and this kid's tape is hot. If I'm drafting someone right now that I believe can change my organization, I'm standing on the table for him.
Yeah, RC, we've all seen that tape, and he can really go, which is the reason he won the Heisman Trophy. Usually what comes along with that is, can you do it on the next level? Chan, what are your thoughts?
Man, the Heisman is a college award, and he played well in college, but think about it. Who is it, Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield? Name me 5 more. It's not many that translate to that next level.
It's also not many that actually win the trophy, Chan. Give this kid a chance. I think you'll be impressed.
After 3 full seasons at the collegiate level, coming in as a freshman and developing, coming back to the same school as a sophomore and getting better, to the point where I got 1,000 yards, and then going to Oklahoma and going crazy, it was time for me to take my talents to the pros. And a lot of people was comparing my game to Tyreek Hill. I mean, they called me Isaac Ferrari for a reason. Your boy can turn the burners on and get past any defense. Now, I'd be lying to y'all if I said I wasn't super nervous. I mean, I could have came back for my senior year just to get a little bit more experience, but I figured, hey, I had the best season of my life, so why not just jump in that water, man? No swim gear, no nothing. And then pretty soon, it was time for that combine. And all those nerves had to go away, because once you in that moment, you gotta shake it off. And the first thing I had to do was that 40-yard dash. And man, I got off to a good start. And then toward the end, I ain't gonna lie, I had to dig deep, and I ended up running a 4.33. And that's exactly what a lot of people expected me to do. I told y'all, man, I've been working, and I really got my speed up. Right after that, I had to go to that bench press. Now, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't bench press that much. A lot of the workouts I do, it's a lot of plyo. I mean, I lift weights, of course, but not too much. But we ended up getting 12 of them things, man. And I actually exceeded expectations because they only expected me to do like 10 or 11. But next up, I had to show off that vertical. And I'm telling y'all, I've been dunking since the founder of Dunkin' Donuts even thought of the name. And at this point, man, I was hyped. That was 3 drills back to back to back where I had exceeded expectations and had a good performance. And then we finally got to do what I was really excited for, and that's come out here, run routes, and catch the ball. Mind y'all, I had been working, but hey man, it was a lot of people watching me, so I was a bit nervous. But after the first few reps, I just figured, hey, let me just go out here, be me, and everything else will work itself out. Now, I would have had a perfect session altogether, but there was this one route I ran where I ended up stepping out of bounds. I feel like they could have counted it because I still caught the ball, but hey, they real strict in the pros. But I ended up having a great combine. And in the blink of an eye, man, draft day was here. I was in that room waiting on that call, and man, I got that call from Coach Harbaugh and the Ravens. Hey man, it's about to be a movie in Baltimore. We finna go crazy. I hope y'all boys ready for the show. Pretty soon, Coach was showing me around the facility. And man, he was just telling me welcome, how they was glad to have me here. And I was really excited. Coach had to make sure he let me know that this team and this culture was all about winning. And hey, I was all for it. I just wanted to come in here, do what I can, show the world what I'm able to do. And hey, maybe we could even get a Super Bowl while I'm here. But the gear I chose was similar to what I wore in college. I figured I'd keep the tradition going. And if I play how I did in college, the league gonna be in trouble. The very first game of the year, we had to go against Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. Man, I'm telling you, it's no better way to start off the season as a rookie. A little bit of butterflies, but your boy was hype. Now, the immediate difference between the pros and college football is the physicality. Man, on one of my catches, I ran a slant route, got smacked right after. But hey, I still celebrated because I held on to the football, and that's what it's all about. But man, I was playing out here with the reigning MVP Lamar Jackson, and then they added Derrick Henry. We got Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. It's a lot of weapons on this offense. And maybe I was that missing piece that the Ravens needed to get that Super Bowl. But man, I got my first professional reception after coming across the middle and getting absolutely blasted. But hey, it's my first one, man. There's plenty more to go. And as I was watching from the sideline, I see why that boy Lamar won MVP. I mean, he was out here balling. It's different when you watch these guys on television and then when you actually seeing it in person. I'm telling y'all, it's a total difference, man. And this offense was looking pretty good at the start of this game. I mean, we was the first ones to put 7 up on the board, and man, I was just hyped. And then I ended up getting my second reception, got us that easy first down. And all them nerves and all that, it was honestly gone. After that first reception, man, I was trying to heat up. I thought I was going to get my first touchdown on this play, but sadly, hey, y'all seen it is what it is. I just got mossed. Gotta be better. Back in the huddle, I told Lamar that's on me, but I promise I'm going to get you back. And then, the next time they called my number, your boy was in that end zone for the first touchdown of my professional career. Now, it's a lot of things I'm going to remember in my football career, but one thing I'll never forget is that first touchdown. Man, I tried to keep it going, but hey, these NFL DBs is different from the college DBs. I keep forgetting. It get real out here. I mean, these boys get paid millions of dollars for a reason. But that's why I'm here to work hard. And then on this play, man, Lamar threw it in a tight window. And to be honest with y'all, that's one of them catches where I don't know how I caught it. And a lot of people used to say that was luck. But I've done it so many times now, I don't know if they could really say it's luck. I'm starting to think me and Spider-Man wear the same gloves, because it gets sticky out here, man. But this game lived up to all the hype. It was a nail biter all the way until the fourth quarter, really. That boy Pat Mahomes was over there throwing bullets like a war veteran. But man, I kept cooking. I think after that first touchdown, that boy Lamar seen, hey, I got some talent. And then on the drive that would give us the lead and win the game, I was in that end zone for a second time. And y'all know I'll be in that end zone getting siggity. But man, over 100 receiving yards and 2 tutties, perfect way to start off my NFL career. And one day at a time, we gonna continue to get better and better. In week 2, we had that home opener at the bank. And man, that crowd was so loud, you could just feel the energy in the building. I'm gonna be real though. I don't know if the NFL crowds compare to the college ones, but it definitely get loud. And right off the bat, your boy had a big 24-yard reception. And I was looking to cook up this game. If you want, you can call me Chef Isaac, because that's exactly what I was doing. Man, I knew once I got in my groove, I was gonna give a lot of defensive coordinators some headaches. But man, I gotta stay humble though. I'm still at the beginning of my career. Them boys was even out there trying to punk me this game. But I had to let them know, hey man, I'm with all that. I don't know what they thought. Some of these veterans be thinking just because you a rookie, you soft. But they gonna see when I start turning up on the field. And that's just how I'm gonna show them. I ain't gonna get into no altercations or nothing. I'm gonna just let my game do the talking. But as this game went on, hey man, we was losing at first. But I also started to realize we got way too many weapons on this offense. And on top of that, we got the reigning MVP as our quarterback. I know it's only week 2, and y'all might say I'm getting a little too excited. But if we can just keep doing what we doing and rack up wins, bro, I see the Super Bowl in our future. Hey, some of y'all can call me crazy if you want. But like on this play right here, Lamar doing some Lamar magic and getting into the end zone to get us the lead. I gotta give some credit to the Raiders though. Throughout the game, they definitely did give our fans a scare. But in the end, we did enough to walk out of here with this dub. And let me tell you, starting off the season 2-0, it's a great feeling, but we gotta keep going. At our next practice, man, I got to chop it up with Lamar. And he was just asking me how I think the offense is going. And I was telling him, man, things was really starting to click after only 2 weeks. And man, I get confident with every single rep. And he was glad to hear that. But man, Lamar was telling me we was finna go crazy this next week. And he was looking to put up some big stats. And our next game was against the Dallas Cowgirls. Hey, do y'all remember that game I had against New Mexico at Oklahoma? Let me tell you, this one was gonna be real similar. Ended up going crazy on the release, and I was in the end zone for what would be my second touchdown of my NFL career. But if you boys thought I was done, hey man, you got another thing coming. But once they seen I burnt the DB like that, hey man, Coach Harbaugh told me keep going to work. So that's exactly what I did. Punched in the clock, and it was time to eat. Mind you, there was still a lot of doubt on my name coming into the pros. I mean, I was drafted in the first round, but it's not like it was super high. So you can best believe I still had that chip on my shoulder, man. And when 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter, I ended up cooking Trayvon Diggs. Man, I ain't see nobody but the crowd in front of me on this play. And just like that, I would have my second touchdown of the game. And like I said, if y'all boys thought I was done, you got another thing coming. But man, I was out here burning the DBs, bruh. It's like they couldn't even keep up with me at all. Maybe them Tyreek Hill comparisons was accurate. We got right back in the red zone and that boy Derrick Henry went to work. I mean, seeing him run the ball, I'm like, dang, this dude built like a transformer or something. And he out here running through everybody. Man, we was cooking the Cowboys. And by the time we had 21 points, I burnt the DB again and got my third tutty of the game. Man, y'all think this up here with that New Mexico game? It might be better, because it's at the professional level. Man, we was doing the Cowboys greasy. Dallas ain't felt this bad since Errol Spence got beat by Terrence Crawford. And just when they thought it was over, man, the onslaught continued. That boy Zay Flowers got a touchdown. And I think at that point it was safe to say that we was gonna walk out of here with this dub easy. Beat the Cowboys by 18 points, and the offense was looking dominant. I arguably had one of the best games of my career. But next up we had to go against the Bills. And this is where I got a taste of how the NFL actually is. Man, I came in here thinking I just put up 3 touchdowns and I also put up 200 yards. I'm finna come in here and do the same thing. But sadly, it's not how professional sports work. And this was another lesson I had to learn as a rookie. I mean, it's not like I had a bad game, but in the end, I only had 4 receptions and my yardage didn't even go over 100. But at the same time, the rest of the team was eating. I mean, Mark Andrews had a career day. And that's how it's gonna go when I'm on these good teams. I'm a rookie. I'm not really the number 1 option yet. And we got a lot of weapons, so I really just gotta be patient. So to be honest, I didn't look at this game as an L. Well, really I did, but the L didn't stand for loss. It stood for learning experience.
That's tough.
But hey man, that's what I'm here for. To keep learning and get better. When it's all said and done, I want to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest wide receiver to ever do it. So if I got to get through these learning curves early to get where I want to go, so be it. But man, the Bills didn't even have a chance. By the time the fourth quarter rolled around, it was already 7-21, and once again we found ourselves in position to score. And Derrick Henry, hey man, he was doing what he usually do. And we was gonna walk out of here with a dub. Now our next game will be against the Cincinnati Bengals, and this was an AFC North matchup, so we wanted to come in here and get the divisional win. At this point we was 4-0 on the year, and we was looking to make it 5 straight dubs. And right off the bat, once again, I wanted to get activated early. Now on this play, I was literally so close to getting a touchdown, bruh, but the ref ain't give it to me. But it was still a 20-yard reception for my first one, so We was in good shape. I helped get us in position for Derrick Henry to go ahead and punch it in for 7. And we was the first to strike. Well, they had a field goal, but we put 7 on the board first. Y'all boys ever been cooking fish and then the grease was hot? Yeah, that was me this game. Man, I was starting to tee up. Them DBs was talking trash, so I had to show them, hey man, you're gonna have to watch your mouth. And pretty soon, they was watching me run away from them. Every time the DBs try to guard one-on-one, it's basically chicken fried rice. Every single time. And once again, we was in that red zone. I thought I was gonna get my touchdown on the slant route, but luckily, Lamar found Mandrews for the easy touchdown. That boy Mark was nice with it. I mean, when we think of the best tight end in the game, a lot of y'all think of Travis Kelce, but don't sleep on that boy Mark Andrews. He can definitely get it going. Like on this play right here, broke off a few tackles and got that easy first down. We was already midway through the third quarter, and I was already getting close to 100 yards. I mean, I think it's safe to say my rookie season was shaping up to be off to a pretty nice start. I had a good support system too, man. Everybody on the team was pushing me to be great, from teammates to coaches. And I told y'all how cold Mark Andrews was earlier. That boy had another touchdown on the day. He was really going crazy. I think it's safe to say that he's definitely Lamar's security blanket. Will I ever get to that point? Hey, who knows? But I thought I was done for the day, but we ended up running this play action play where I broke off for another huge gain. And it put me well over 100 yards. I was at about 133, and then Lamar caught me in the end zone, and I had another touchdown to add to the season. And the team was telling me about 2 years ago, they played the Bengals, and the Bengals already had the game won, and they just kept running up the score on them, even though it was already over. So we figured we'd do the same thing. We just kept giving the ball to Derrick Henry. We got closer and closer to the red zone, and man, we wasn't letting up at all. And then next thing you know, that boy had a crazy run to get in the end zone and give us another touchdown to give us 30 points. 5-0 on the season. Hey man, the rest of the league might be in trouble.